Good morning, everybody. Yeah, what time is it? It's 10 after 1 in the morning. You're not looking at a very happy guy. I am a happy guy, but you're just not looking at me. You're looking at a happy kitty. I just got home from the Anthrax and Megadeth and Exodus show in Moncton, and now my cat is now about to lose all of my rings. Sorry about that for the weird camera move. Um, Yeah, I went to the show in Moncton, and it was fucking awesome. I gotta say thanks to Will and his wife for the lift up. That was amazing of them to do. There were people from Fredericton that were going. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I couldn't put a post out there. A buddy of mine actually did put a post out for me asking for a lift up and back, and I got a lift up to the show. But so originally my brother and his wife and I, we bought our tickets together. We all had the seats together, but we live in different cities. Um, so anyway, so yeah, when at one point I was going to take a bus down to my brother's city, and then we were going to take, their car up to Moncton to see the show. And then I did find a lift up to Moncton with a buddy of mine and his wife, but they were staying overnight, so I didn't have a lift home. But again, my brother and his wife were coming up from their city. So the plan was Will was going to take me to Moncton with his wife, and then I'd meet up with my brother and his wife, which I did, see the concert. Then I was going to go back to their city, stay overnight, and then take the bus home back to here tomorrow. So there's this lovely little spot that's kind of between Moncton and like St. John, where my brother lives, and Fredericton, where I live. And so it's very often after a concert that everybody kind of stops there, coffee, take a piss, whatever. We pull in, and a guy who lives like 2 blocks away from my house is like standing there. I'm like, "There's fucking John, man." And then I see Matt, and he also lives like 2 blocks away from my house. And I'm like, "Holy shit, it's Matt and John!" I'm like, they fucking live like 2 blocks away from my house. So I get out and I like go up and I'm like, "Guys," I'm like, "What are you doing?" And they were just at the show as well. So I was like, "Do you guys have room?" And they had room for me, so I did not have to go and spend the night at my brother's and take a very early bus in the morning to get home. And yeah, I got to come home and I get to sleep in my own bed. And yeah, it just fucking worked out awesome. So I want to say thanks to Matt and John for giving me a lift home. And yeah, my brother and his wife, we had a fucking awesome time at the metal show. Exodus had a pretty short set, but it was pretty awesome. They played a couple of their hits, Toxic Waltz. There's another one that I just can't, my brain is not firing at full right now. And then Anthrax, you just can't go wrong with Anthrax, because Joey Belladonna's voice for his age, and he's just amazing. He does, he's like probably in his 60s, I imagine now. Some little issues here and there, but I mean, yeah, no, like Anthrax is perfect every time I see him. They're so fucking tight. Had a rousing rendition of "O Canada" that was started at the end of their set. Joey just started to sing "O Canada," and then the whole entire audience joined in and sang the rest of the national anthem at a heavy metal concert, which I don't think has ever happened that I've been to one before. I want to go see tomorrow to see if he did that at every show in Canada, or if it just happened to be a one-off thing that happened in Moncton. And then Megadeth came out, and Megadeth, like I said, I think previous in a video, that like Megadeth for me is kind of like Metallica, like up maybe the first 4 albums, and then after that, just kind of lost interest. Metallica a little bit more interested lately, the last couple albums. Megadeth, I think they've had like 18 albums, and I was only familiar really with like, yeah, the first 4 and a little bit into like Dystopia, I think, is one of the albums. Yeah, I get kind of lost. There's a little bit of that show that I was just kind of like Megadeth, when they first started out, like they were thrash, like again, when they, Peace Sells or Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. That kind of stuff is just raw and aggressive. And then after, what was it? It'd be So Far, So Good, So What? I think the album after that, they started to get a lot more technical and a lot more solos. And I mean, as much as I love that stuff, because there's a lot of bands that I listen to that do go in that direction, but just Megadeth wasn't one of them. So Megadeth was absolutely awesome. And it was so cool, you know, for Dave to say, you know, goodbye to the crowd and all that stuff because they're supposed to be done this tour. But yeah, it was an awesome show. And yeah, everything kind of worked out. Ran into my buddy Dan from Riffium, so that was very cool. And ran into a few other people that I knew. Yeah, it was an awesome night, awesome evening, awesome show, and I'm glad to be home. I just worked out so well. Like not that I didn't want to spend the night at my brother's, but yeah, it just, you know, they have to work in the morning. Trying to work with my brother to like be able to get to the bus station, like not it opened at 9, and he's got to work at like 9:30. So it just solved a whole bunch of problems. So again, thanks to Matt and John for giving me the lift back from Salisbury. Really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on another video very soon, my friends. Have a good night or a good morning, whatever it is.